Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lowndes and I make motherhood, lifestyle, and travel content here on my YouTube channel. You can also check out my blog, cityandgrace.com, which will be linked down below, and my Instagram at AliciaLynn.Lowndes, where I share a ton more stories and content there. Also make sure you are subscribed to this channel by hitting the button down below, and make sure you hit that bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. Today is the second installment in my home organization series. I hope that this series inspires you if you maybe live in a smaller space or a smaller home on how to curate beautiful decor, organization, and budget-friendly tips on how to affordably do all of that. So today I will be taking you inside of our little walk-in closet here that I share with my husband, Jeff, and just kind of walking you through how I store things and how I organize them here. Come on in. So actually first we have this mirror on the back of the door, another great small space saver. I really like this gold one. It is from Target. I believe it's the Threshold line, but this is great if you don't have a ton of wall room to mount a mirror, is to get one of these hanging ones for inside the closet. So this is really, really great. And it's the first time we've had a full-length mirror in a very long time. Also a necessity when getting ready for the day. So I'm glad we finally have one of those. And then as you come inside, this is kind of the main area. Now we haven't built out this closet. When we moved into this apartment, this was already here, this shelf and this bar. So we just kind of rolled with it. My dream would be to do like double hanging space and drawer built-ins, but maybe someday. So to start off, we have all of Jeff's clothes, which, you know, he does get a section, of course, but it's very small because he doesn't have as much hanging clothing as I do. So put his stuff at the front of the closet just so it's easier for him to grab, easily accessible, and it's just right there for him, and then all of my stuff follows after. Moving on to my area of the closet, I feel like this is a very intimate space with you right now. So after Jeff's section comes my hanging section, and I hang the majority of my clothes. You guys saw in my previous video, if you haven't checked out my other dresser and jewelry organization tour and tips video, I don't have a ton that I fold and put in drawers, so a lot of my stuff is hanging. Like I said, it's my dream to have more hanging storage, but for now, we're making it work as is. I've gone back and forth between how I've organized my hanging clothes, whether it's by color or by type. I wouldn't say I have a capsule wardrobe. I lovingly referred to it the other day as a barrel wardrobe. As I get older though, I try to be more intentional with the pieces I get. I thrift, I accept from clothing swaps or pick out at clothing swaps to be things that I love, things that are comfortable, and things that I can style with what I already own. But I love clothes, I love fashion. I have a job in a semi-corporate setting. I like to be casual on the weekends. I also like to dress up a lot, so I kind of have everything in here. So right now I am organizing everything by color. I love color and pattern, as you'll be able to tell in my closet, and so when making an outfit, that's usually where I start. So I have kind of my gray pieces here, which is mostly cardigans, don't have a lot of gray, black, white, and then within each section as I go, I try to organize it by, you know, maybe like camisole tops, tank tops, and then short sleeve tops after that, and then any sort of kind of long sleeve tops, which then segue into more long sleeve blouses, and then if needed, I'll get into kind of sweaters and cardigans. So that's kind of how each section is loosely put together. So as you can see, it's sort of in rainbow order as we go down. I love blue and navy, so I have quite a bit of that. And then I have my vests down here at the end. Now, if you have a similar closet where you have this kind of awkward corner section of hanging bar, I wasn't sure what to store here, but this is actually a really great spot for my event dresses. So dresses that I rarely wear and or New Year's dresses, I store in this sort of corner area here because they're out of the way and there's plenty of room for them. And then up against this back wall is where I have my dresses, maxi dresses and jumpsuits in similar color order. And then I store my blazers in here. I'm new to the blazer world and have absolutely fallen in love. I will link down below a thrift haul that I did with one of my best friends, Laurel, where we picked up a lot of these blazers, so give that a watch. It also has some great thrift shopping tips in it. And then after that, I'm just gonna stand over here. I keep my skirts. Now, one of my organizational tips, especially if you have a small closet, or even if you have a large closet because it saves so much space, is to get these kind of stackable hangers. These ones are from Target, and basically what these allow you to do is vertical hang your pieces. So this is where I keep my dress pants, and then I have a similar setup for my skirts, as you can see here. So they store vertically, which is great because then you're not taking up that horizontal space on the rack. So I have 2 of those for my skirts. And then just in this end bar here, we have Jeff's ties and his suits, just so that they're out of the way and these bulkier garment bags don't take up so much room. Now, you might be wondering why I don't have all the felt hangers as an organizational neat freak that I am, but they are usually an investment, but TJ Maxx and HomeGoods always have them, so it is on my list when I can go back to those stores to pick up a lot more of these tan velvet hangers and eventually convert most of the closet to that to get more space, and it'll just kind of beautify the closet as well. In addition to my love of jewelry, I also love a good handbag, and as I get older, I also try to be intentional about buying quality handbags. Many of those I get via Poshmark or thrift them. Best way to buy really, really good quality handbags at a much more discounted price. And so we've kind of rearranged the closet a few times, but basically this top shelf has become where I store my bags. And as you can see, I do it in color order. And then it wraps all the way around, and then I have some of my larger kind of tote bags in my Vera Bradley backpack here. Now, one thing that I do want to get, because of course I know my bag collection is going to grow because I love to accessorize, is adding kind of an additional shelf storage just kind of manually on top of this, which would also free up space to put more bags. I think one of the least used resources in a closet is the vertical space, and as you can see, we have more here to utilize. So at some point, someday, I want to kind of increase this vertical height, but for now, with my current collection of handbags, which has taken me quite many a year to collect, I have just kind of filled the space that we have already. So now I'm going to take you into the lower part of the closet where we have placed one of these infamous IKEA 8-cube storage units, and this helps to organize my sweaters and jeans and shorts and things like that. So in this first cubby is actually where I keep my clutches. So I have just all my various clutch bags in here. They used to be up top, but it's much easier for them to all stay standing up when they have the kind of edges of the cube, and I don't reach for them as much, so having them down here is a really great solution. And then in here, I'm using one of these like kind of photo storage boxes to store just wallets and different kind of purse essentials that I swap in and out of. So I just have some kind of smaller wristlets and wallets. Amanda, if you're watching, this is from college. This thing has seen a lot of great memories, and I hold on to it for the nostalgia. I have one of those purse emergency kits and handkerchiefs and compact mirrors and a little poof. So I keep all of that in here for when I need it. And then additionally down here is where I keep sort of my kind of event clutches or special occasion evening bags. For example, this, which was actually my Nana's, this really beautiful silver kind of sequiny clutch I actually used at my wedding. So I keep those kind of evening bags down here as well, tucked away and stored. And then in these next two cubbies I have, so these are sort of my kind of lightweight spring summer sweaters. So these are thinner knit pieces and thinner sweaters that I might reach for in the spring and summer when the nights are cool. And then below that is my very frequently used in pregnancy kind of loungewear section. So I just kind of have sweats, sweatshirts, my casual leggings I'll keep in here, comfy tees and sweaters, are just kind of thrown in one place. So when I just want the easy lounge fix, it's right there. And then I keep next to that section, these are all of my winter sweaters. So I don't have a ton living in Los Angeles, but these are all stacked and stored there. And then below that, I have my shorts. I like using the cube storage, especially, or shelf storage for shorts, because you can lay them flatter and it's just easy to see, and then they don't take up as much room when you lay them completely flat. Even though a lot of those don't fit me right now, but that's where those are. Similarly, in the back, I have my jeans. So those are all folded in this last cube section as well. These are just a really beautiful pair of rhinestone heels from White House Black Market that I got with my mom. I love these. They're just too beautiful to remain hidden, so I just kind of set them in my closet so I can see them. And then in this last section, I've used more of those IKEA organizational drawer organizers, and this is where I keep my oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. My handkerchiefs and my oh my gosh, what's the word for them?
Handkerchiefs.
Scarves. Oh my gosh. My like decorative, more statement kind of like, not winter scarves, but I use scarves a lot on the handles of my purses or around my neck. And I just have some ones that I've gotten heirloom pieces. And this one was my Nini's, one of my favorites. And then I just have some more modern ones in there as well. Like I said, I use a lot of these for around the handles of my bags, but I do wear them as well. And then in this last one, a random pair of leg warmers. Those are supposed to go somewhere else. And then this is where I keep, someone's mowing the lawn. This is where I keep my belts. So I don't have one of those hanging belt storage pieces. I just felt that I didn't reach for my belts frequently enough for them to be hanging in the closet. Also, I would often find that a lot of times my belts would fall off of those. So instead, I just coil them up and keep them in one of these bins. Again, I don't reach for them that frequently, but the collection that I do have is there when I need it. And then those just sit in the back. So as you can see, I try to organize things by frequent use. So even though my sweaters are here, like I'll move my shorts and my loungewear, things that I'm reaching for, more to the front, and winter stuff a little bit towards the back. And yeah, that's how I organize my clothes in this unit. And then last but not least in my closet is my tiny, tiny little Ottoman that I have in here. But this is great, one, when I'm looking for something on the units, I can just kind of sit here, or if I'm looking through Pinterest and trying to get inspired, I can also sit here. Also, while I'm pregnant, it's nice to sit here, so recommend, if you have room, to have a little seat. But what's great is this also doubles as storage, and this is where I keep my not so frequently used as of late workout gear. So my leggings, sports bras, workout tops, and then at the very bottom I also have my dance leotards and tights. So when I am in a better workout regimen, I reach for these pretty often, but this way it's just easier to store them. I can just kind of throw them all in there and they're in one place. So I kind of like the workout bin versus folding them or hanging them, which I'm not sure anyone does anyway. So yeah, and then I just sort of keep this tucked back here. And then this is the purse I was using the most. We're not obviously going out very much, so I'm not using this a ton right now, but this usually just sits here if it's not by the door. One last tip I have, if you like planning your outfits out, or if you like to kind of separate maybe a special occasion piece or something that you need to take to the dry cleaners, or something that you want to remember to wear, is to put command hooks up either in your closet or maybe just outside your closet. These are really discreet, and I find that when you're not using them, you don't really notice them, but I love having these here. I originally were using these for the belts, which are now stored in the bin, but I love utilizing this to hang special dresses up. For example, this was the dress I wore on Easter, and I had this up to get me excited for that holiday. I've also used this for blouses that I need to take to the dry cleaner. I've used this kind of area to plan outfits out or accessorize outfits and test things out. So I love using command strips to do that. There's obviously fashion bars and different over-the-door racks that you can utilize, but if it's just something where you think, oh, I just need one place to like hang an outfit or have it there when I need it, but it's kind of tucked and discreet when I'm not using it, and it's not, you know, a big hook nailed into the wall, I highly recommend using the command hooks to hang your outfits as you plan them, or like I said, those special occasion pieces, or maybe you only wore a dress for a couple of hours and you kind of want to let it air out, or maybe you're going to wear it again but you don't want to put it fully away. Cannot recommend the command hooks enough. I hope you enjoyed a look inside of our small walk-in wardrobe. I would love to know your recommendations or closet organizational tips in the comments below. I still have some ideas to tweak this, so you know, you never know what content might come down in the future, but for now, this system works for us and I'm really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.